Jurgen and Evil Jurgen in the house. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Top of the morning to you. We get rid of studio mode because I'm not going to need that for a minute. Well, it's a beautiful day here in Kent, Washington. Happy St. Patrick's Day. It's time for me to work on a tool that I realize I'm going to need to get this job done. So we're going to take this overly long. I knew it was. I knew it was going to become two at some point. I just hadn't figured out what the second chisel was going to be. Chisel that I have the curved tip on. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it in half and create a slitting chisel because I'm going to need that to create the joinery for this project. I've got to have a rivet go through the thing. And so the project being a boot scraper that I'm making out of 4 railroad spikes. I've got it halfway built in my head as far as what it's going to take to get it done. And in the meantime, I'm going to crack open one of these Guinness Zeros. They're delicious. They taste just like a Guinness. As part of my celebration. Hydration without the... oh, that's right. This is a Guinness with the rattle ball in the can, so I can get away with just doing that. Then we'll top it off just like it's supposed to be done. Okay. Actually, I'm going to put that back on again. I'm going to go to the Canon, set that up, because I'm pointing to the wrong place right now. That's not where the work's going to get done. This is. Morning, Rob. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Slanta. I don't think I say that right, but it's as close as I'm going to get. Let's see. We're going to switch over to... we're just going to go ahead and say, do the transition. Place this in here. And I can measure it, but the fact is I'm going to end up tapering this thing anyway. There's going to be a taper on it, so measuring it is really just guesstimation. So I figure better not to worry about that and just cut off a chunk that looks like it's about the right amount that I'm going to need once I'm done tapering it. In the meantime, I'm heating up my tongs to reshape them for my purpose. And I already pulled the tool over, that's right. So, I think I could use about that much, giving myself clearance. Yeah, once it's tapered, I think that seems about right, but I'm going to slide it over just a hair. There we go. Give myself just a little more room to work with. That's in there good. I'm too lazy to break out a hacksaw. We're going to use the bandsaw. There we go. Put that back where it belongs so I don't forget. And now, this is still plenty enough to work with without getting my hands too close to the heat. If I need to, I can put a glove on. We're good there. It wasn't quite straight, but that's okay. I will end up doing something about that. Probably file it off to make it straight. In the meantime, let's go ahead and put that in the fire. Let's go ahead and dunk this in the water because it's freaking hot. Need a pair of tongs to work on my tongs. All right. Good. Now, the piece I was just working with. Now, I just watched another Smith do this, so let me just do what he did. They actually used a piece of bar stock, put it back on the fire, bring you over to where I'm at. Just like that. We'll go ahead and move that over there. Oh my gosh, that studio mode is freaking cool. Oh, that's cooler than I thought it was. All right, we're going to do right there. Because the studio mode seems to know which camera just needed to be moved to by me moving around in it. All right. Good, good. Who else we got popping in here now? It's Gaelic. It means something like good health. Slandi. Slandi? Slandi? I've always heard the S. Whenever I hear it, it sounds like the S is shushed. Slandi. Okay. Cool, cool. Get that back up to temperature. Get a piece of bar stock, flax stock. Let's see if I have a shorter piece I can work with. There we go. Go ahead and make the transition. Put this in here to prevent me from accidentally closing it up. Then we start working this. I don't know if that counts. Drink to your heart's content there. It's working, but okay, that feels about right. tongs reworked for the piece I'm going to work on. Quenched off. It should mean that now, yeah, I got a good grip on it now. It was loose in there before. Excuse me. So if you can't tell, I decided to go kilt, green band on the sock, so nobody's getting pinches on it in on me if nobody notices the Guinness shirt. Excuse me. All right, that one, cool it off real quick and throw it back into the punch can that needs to be replaced with a bigger punch can, especially since I'm making another punch. Give me a second to get rid of these sneezes. Okay, that should be better. Now, let's get this other piece started. Get a good hold of it. There we go. All right. So, I need to, okay, taper. That's what I'm doing. All right, and now we have to come at it this way. Whew. Back into the fire. I have to preheat my anvil today, so, you know, just sucking the heat right out of this metal. I'm just joking in case somebody comes along here and says that he thinks I'm being serious about preheating an anvil. Don't do it. It's not worth the temper of your anvil. Hey, Kevin. In case I forgot to say hi, Rob. Hi, Rob. But I'm pretty sure I said hi because I cheered you. Just as I will now to Adam. And Adam, your St. Patty's is over. Sorry about that, but you know we're always a day late with you. If you guys have it where you live, this stuff is excellent. No, where am I at? Which camera am I at? That's the biggest problem of using this. Let's make sure I'm at the camera I want to be at right now. Yeah, there we go. If you have this where you're at and you like Guinness, you're going to love this. It's Guinness without worrying about, tipping over your motorcycle after you've had 5 of them or 3 of them or just one of them, or you're just sitting at your desk and you decide, I'd love to have a Guinness, but I'm still working and I want to be able to be, Guinness is a light beer anyway. It's only 4% alcohol, 5% alcohol, but it's nice to have that alternative, I don't enjoy a beer while I'm still working at a fire, for example, but I really enjoy the flavor of Guinness. So, not hashtag not a sponsor, though. Guinness, if you like, hit me up. Like this little channel with only 100 or so subscribers would actually ever get us a anti-Irish. Like I said, it was already a light beer, so this I think Guinness is for the Irish that aren't drinking whiskey. I think that's whiskey without the E, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I think it's whiskey without the E. Beautiful spring morning here. It's currently, I think my watch is lying to me. Let's see. 50 degrees. This is shorts weather, or, if you please, kilt weather. Hold on. I got to switch screens again. Kilt weather. This is a great kit from, with the bib overalls from Damn Near Kilto, an online merchant that also does shows, and really good quality. So I was like, this is perfect. Go ahead and grab my Guinness shirt. I'm all set up to be Irish in the Smithy today. All right. Let's do a bit more of that taper. Taper. I'm going to have to create a transition button now, because that's pretty awesome. So, for the folks that weren't here earlier when I was saying what I'm doing, continuing the boot scraper project.